back to the war room section of the man cave after last 7-8 days hitting it hard with work and hitting it hard with play. Oh man, we stopped after that fishing trip to get us something to eat at a barbecue place. And I think old GWG, I didn't feel good when I sat down at that restaurant. I think that heat got me again. It ended up getting really hot. And I think since I got hammered with the heat, cutting the grass in 90-degree weather, I'm susceptible, and it kind of got me. But all good, all good. We must have caught. I'm telling you what, we must have caught at least 40 fish, at least 20 fish apiece on those topwater lures. I'm sorry to get a lot more video, but we were too busy really having fun. If I wanted to make it a total fishing video, you would have caught some really good action. As a matter of fact, there was one spot where I missed one. It was at least, I want to say 18 inches, and that was in the water, so he was probably about 20. Unfortunately for me, he spit me, but he would have been the fish in the 2 days we've been over there. And the fishing's really good. Like I said, nobody goes back there. It's hard to get back there. There's a few of us that know how to do that wheel thing, but you can tell in the trails if anybody's been back there. There ain't nobody been back there probably for a few months. So, and the place really needs to be fished out more, and they need to keep the fish because there's just so many fish there. It's pathetic. You can almost put a bear hook, I tell my friends, just get a golden bear hook and put it in the water. You'll catch the bluegill. You'll bring them in like tuna. So that is one of the rare places still in the country where you can get some fish, but you gotta work. And then believe me, after you've been fishing all day, I think we were out there on that lake for 8 hours, and then you have to pull that thing back. And it ain't that long of a pull. It's about, I'd say from here to that house down there. But it's a trail, you have to get to it. But if it was straight on, it wouldn't be that bad. It's really not that bad. I would do it myself, but nah, it's almost a two-person job now. But with one person, you'd have to wait in the boat. But I'm excited about getting back to this game. We were getting ready to move that counter to late afternoon, 2 more turns, and we're going to get done with this one. I'm curious to see how it turns out. Right now, we got a nice little score here. We don't get much time to play games this time of year. During the winter, that's why we don't have much time during the summer, because like I said, in my road construction occupation, we put in a bunch of hours. I mean, it's like we try to get in, like I said on this channel, 12 months of work in 8 months. So it involves a lot of long days, but it's worth it, because when the snow starts falling and then starts freezing, I can stay in here and fire up the old fire. Stay nice and warm for a few months. That's my gaming season. Whenever you see my videos and it's got gaming season, that's 3 months worth of gaming I get to do, but I still don't get much done. What else was I going to get up to date on? We want to finish this game. We want to start I, Napoleon, and it looks to me like we're almost on the last turn of this game. We see August, October, November, December, the second to last turn on this game. So I'm curious to see how this Cactus Air Force game comes about. Now, there's a big game by Decision Games by the same name. Compass Games by the same name, Cactus Air Force. Nothing to do with Decision Games' this folio game. So, I mean, nothing to do with it, game-wise. It's all about the Solomon Islands. But we got a game there that we quit abruptly. We didn't really quit it. We don't quit. We want to finish all these games up, but we got a wild hair up our butt to start this on during July. There was a lot of stuff going around about, Gettysburg and the anniversary. So, unbeknownst to me, I had Gettysburg in one of these game packets. And if you want to look back at my channel, I'm developing a game that deals with the aftermath of Gettysburg, Lee's retreat back in Virginia, which I can't wait to get started on that. These things kind of come in flows. I mean, a lot of it has to do with my work schedule. Like I said, I did 12, 13-hour days. Don't leave much time for anything during the week, and then that leaves only 2 days during the weekend, and I'm usually busy, as you can see if you have a little fun besides gaming. But I have a hobby that I like that also takes up a lot of time, so we don't get much playing time done. We come back, we got this all set up, ready for the next turn. Oh, and GWG took the plunge. My beautiful girlfriend is now my beautiful wife. We did that last week. I've been busy. Been really busy. Everything's great around here. Hope everything's good with everybody else in gaming land, and enjoy some gaming. I watch all kinds of videos when I get a chance to, so yeah, we keep up on the player aid guys. Gary with Art Wolf's Lair and all that other stuff. So I was watching. I was in those. We love those Compass Games town halls. Don't really do much in GMTs. I haven't seen it. I don't know about their show. It's all right, I guess. I don't know. I have to watch it. Didn't really. I haven't really had a chance to check out their show, but they're getting into a nice show too that they produce. But I can't really say nothing about it because I haven't watched it. So we'll be back. All right, I haven't had a chance to sit here and find out where we're at. I do know we're at the second to last turn. We are ready to put all the commanders in their command cup. We've cleared that all out. We got the artillery set up to go. We only have 2 more turns. We've got to use that Graham battery. It is getting into crunch time in this game. I do know the Confederates, as a Confederate player, I'd like to get me at least 1 more victory point hex. We need to bail these guys out because if we start suffering casualties, that'll be more victory points. We have a nice little lead here, though, of 50 versus 35. So I don't know if the Union can come up with that difference in a score. We need to get these markers back here. That's right. So all the combat markers are over here. They're yet to be used. I think that's the way the designer wants you to do it, is put them there, and then when you use them, you put them on the turn track. I've been keeping them over here, and then when I use them, I do this. Either or, I don't know. I think, like I said, I think the way the designers want you to do it is take it from here and put it on the track. So we got our combat markers ready. We're going to move this marker to turn 15. Lee hasn't been used yet. Longstreet special command marker has been in the last turn. So we kind of made a push. Let's look here. We got a nice solid spot here with the rebels. We want to get rid of old Doubleday and his Vermont unit. Now, this thing, unfortunately, has been moved. So I think we rolled for it, and that's a 4. I'm surprised all this is still here because it's been days. Unfortunately, this spot here, when I had my commanders on them, they were all moved through life and things hitting it. So it kind of got moved around. Luckily, I don't have no kids or I don't have no wild dogs. If that was the deal, I couldn't keep these things set up for months like I do. So it's one of the things about not having a crazy house with kids. I can imagine. I listen to, like I say, the Players Aid guys, and you do hear the kids in the background. So kudos to them for keeping that stuff up. If they're able to keep it up for long. All right. When we come back, let me make sure we got everything ready to go. I have to look at the strategy and what the outlook of everything is. If I want to do a Graham battery, that's coming up. I want to figure out my moves. We're going to sit here and look at this map for a short time. I don't know. I'm going to try to get a video out today and get this done. I'm only 2 turns away, but at GWG land, that's 2 weeks. So hard to get at least an hour of gaming in around here, but we're going to try it. We'll be right back. All right, well, we might not get this done here today. There's a lot to this game, and that's one of the great things about it. I mean, the only reason we might not get this done is because, time is of the essence. Although I do have my truck repair done, I do have more staining to do, but I've got my deck stained, grass cut. We're ahead of the game. We got other things we got to do today, but there's a lot of strategy going on here, and I think it's more than I'll be able to do here within the next hour. So, I mean, I'll give it a good look. There's attacks. There's Graham battery. We already have assigned our 1 artillery piece to our obligatory 12 corps in their little spot here. Now, I get to pick one of these artilleries from here, and I have to put them in the artillery cup to be drawn. And they don't get drawn anyway. They get drawn for the effect at who they get assigned to. So I don't have to worry about them not getting assigned. And we use them right here in this victory point hex. So if this boy should be attacked, which he's going to be, I think in the coming up turns, we gave him an artillery. So there he is. He's got artillery ready to use in defense. Now we're trying to figure out now is how to assign and which units will get the Graham battery. Oh, you really want to look at these numbers here, these 3s. I'm calling them divisions. These are all 3rd Division units, 2nd. And it really don't really matter when you want to get an attack. I'm looking here. This is a good spot, but the only way we can get an attack on this hex without having obligatory soak-offs is right here. Unfortunately, he's got artillery. Be a nice 2-to-1 attack with these 2 units right here. But a stacking limit of 2, so I can only get 4 attack factors. I'm going up a hill, which was kind of a bitch, too. But he's got artillery, which means it's going to be a 1-to-1. We're trying to figure out, get some numbers up here. So we're trying to do. Now, look at this. The Union wisely has any rear spot taken up in zones of control. Can't get to him. I gotta get to, basically I gotta get to this hex right here for a flank attack. But if I move here, gotta have the soak off. So I like to get here and here, but he's got me locked in. As soon as I hit this hex, I gotta stop, or this hex. So the Union have deployed themselves very wisely up on top of that hill. Let me see. And it's me, but it's been a while, and I forgot what how I moved. But I did move myself really good. Patting the back here. Oh man, dislocating my shoulder. Pat myself on the back is what my girlfriend would say I do all the time. Or I'm sorry, my wife. As a matter of fact, this ring needs to be. We need to get that resized. It's a little bit on the big side. All right, let's see here. So anyway, we're looking all over stuff. We're going to sit here and look at this, enjoy some videos, and just enjoy the day. And wow, some free time. Sometimes life gets so hectic. When you have free time, it feels weird. It's kind of like, whoa, what do I do now? So luckily, I got this hobby here. I don't have to worry about it. Even though I do have obligations, I still have I got a dog at the groomers I got to go pick up. And just life. Everybody knows how that is. And I don't know about how it is in your land, but war given times few and far between. But we're going to try to get ourselves some time in and get on with this game. Now, I always got the option of, and for a lot of times I wish I could, and I really should, just play the game and show you guys how the results are. That might happen too. A lot of times I'm like, well, yeah, you can't film because there's a lot of people around and stuff like that, and need a little bit of quiet time. And I should just go ahead and make the moves and say, hey, here's what happens and here's the highlights. But I kind of like the way I do it, play-by-play a playthrough. So we'll stick with it. It might be a little bit on the slow as you go, because these videos get released a lot more infrequently when I do my playthroughs, because it reflects the time that I have. But I enjoy it, so I think I'll stick with this and show you each move and how we go about it, as opposed to saying the game's done and here's what happened. So a lot of playthroughs on the GWG channel, so we'll be back. All right, back to the Grand Battery considerations, assignments. And this depends a lot upon, we got these units up here. Oh, got some boys coming on up. Do I abandon it? Well, not really abandon. I don't know if I can hang on to it, but I need to soak off some of these boys down here to get this spot. Do I have enough to hold on with what's coming on? It all depends on who draws a command shit first, and when he does, how good can he get his men to move, run, double time, quick time, that kind of stuff. So all kinds of considerations. What if? You can't predict the future in any of this, so you just got to kind of like fight on your feet. So we're still picking out which unit. Even if we want to do a Grand Battery, we still got 2 more turns. We've been putting that Grand Battery off, but the thinking behind that is you have to get your units in position before they can attack. When you have a combat, that's your only combat in this game. And then the rest of the turns is just maneuvering, and combat moving adjacent to units is prohibited. So, yeah, it's you have to work within the parameters of the game, which makes it the challenge of the gaming puzzle is what I call it. Like I said, I'm curious to see how the game turns out. I played to the best of my ability, and the solo factor is in the chit draw system, and a little game that Mr. Racier has designed. Or excited to get on to his next game. Ooh, all right, enough obliviating. Been obliviating enough all these videos, and I've yet to make a move, so hang in there. We will be right back. When we come back, we'll make some moves. We got to look at the strategy here. What we want to do with these units. Can pick it, come, help out. We need, this turn, I think it's going to be about this hex right here. We'll see the situation. It might be something totally different when the rubber hits the road. We'll be back. All right, after getting back into this game, seeing where we're at, getting a little feel for it, I think it might be time for the Grand Battery. Thought about putting it off, but the argument against putting it off is the Union's on its way. So we need to get in here. Now, do we go with the, we're looking at these numbers here, and I'm going to call it, do we go with 3rd Division's Grand Battery units, which would be Anderson, Heath, and Pender's artillery, or do we go with the 2nd Division, which is Early, Rhodes, and Johnson? Ooh. Johnson's, Early. I don't know if Rhodes has even got anybody. He might be the one that's off the map. We're leaning more towards 3rd Division. Pickett's men might not be able to get there, and we kind of need Pickett here, but that would be some much needed more units. We could put the 3rd Division back here as a defense, but how good he could defend against all these guys here, all these units here coming to attack this spot. Do we want to put all of our eggs in one basket, him holding on while we move these boys on down here for an attack? That might be a little bit iffy. We might want to leave Pickett's men up here and let this old boy, he'd need a good roll. Plus he's out of command range right now, which means he can't attack anyway. So that's no matter what, he can't attack. He can move, but he can't attack because he's out of command range. In other words, he can't get the orders in time. Via courier. Here's another one here. Check the out of command range. So, and another requirement for the Grand Battery, which don't look like it's going to be a problem, is all the artillery being used have to be within 5 hexes of each other. So, ooh, let me see. So that's one thing about a negative against using it for 3rd Division is you have 1 unit here and 1 unit here that are out of command range. So you can't really even use those for attacks. That might be a negative for using it for 3rd Division, 2nd Division with early, but oh shoot, he's out of command range. Where's his minute? That might not be an up-to-date deal. Oh, that is early. Where's the nearest early shit at? Well, if he's the only one, oh, he's over here. Which one do I want to give the command to? I should have put him out. Oh, here's a bunch of them. Okay, there's 2 of them. That's why he's out of command range. All right. Yeah, these boys here just want to get out. So it all depends. I think we're going to go with 2nd Division's artillery. And specifically, we'll pull Early's. Oh, can't read it. Buford. Okay, Rhodes and Johnson's. Rhodes, I don't know if he's even got any units on it. I have yet to see a Rhodes unit. I'm looking around. Hood. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got some good units for Rhodes right there. Okay, I think it's going to be Grand Battery time. We'll pull them out for 2nd Divisions, and we'll pull all these out. These will be available for use. We want to put them in the cup, because when we pull these out, we pull the rest of these and these into the cup, and you only draw half of the number. The half number is going to be reduced because you're going to have 3 that aren't in there. These will all go in there, though. All right, that's the thinking on that. We will go over it, make sure that's what we want to do. We'll be back. Maybe we can get on with the move here. We'll be back. All right, we're going on with our war console. Here on the Confederate side, I honestly don't think they had war consoles. Lee made all the decisions, but right now, we're thinking about maybe holding off on that Grand Battery. If we can throw a little, what I like to call, cock block. Get these units up here. Getting some, like I said, it all depends on chit draws. That's what's so great about this game. If they get the first chit draw and it's a 10, my plans are out the window. I'd like to get somebody up here and block. We want to block this group of units if we can. This group of units, and I want to get myself in. We need better attacks. If we use that Grand Battery now, it's fine, but you're just Hail Marying it. I think if we can get a blocking action, get better maneuvers, then make Grand Battery next turn. That's the big if with that Grand Battery. And all that Grand Battery's doing is making sure you don't have to pick them out of the cup. You can still maybe pick them out of the cup. So I think we're going to hold off on the Grand Battery. If we still might get lucky enough to get these units with artillery anyway. So let's just hold off on the Grand Battery till next turn. Do ourselves maneuver, and we need to block some units, get our defensive positions better. And then we still got 2 turns left, 2 more combats. We can maybe solidify this position, and we just can't suffer casualties. So we need to make sure we bail these guys out. So we are going to hold off on the Grand Battery, which means all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is every turn, which means you pull out 9. So all artillery go in the cup, except the one we already pulled out here. All right. And, decision's been made. We're holding off on the Grand Battery. So we'll pull out 9, and hopefully it's the ones from the Confederate side. We might get lucky and still pull out the right ones. Oh, let me take a little break here when we come right back. It'll be a nice little 5 or 10 minute break for me, but instantaneous. Do the power of video. We'll be right back. With the all important 9 artillery chit draws. And here we go. We'll check these up good. I think the majority of them are Confederate, but we still have Hunt's guns every turn, so the Union always has it needs to come into play left and right. So Hunt's guns have definitely been what Mr. Race here wanted them to be, kind of the game changer. They've definitely come in handy. So you don't even have to draw these, you can just assign them. All right, let's go 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. So we have 5 and 4. Not a bad showing by the Union. Could have been a lot better. So the key part is who gets them. All right, we'll start off with this one right now. This will be these old boys over here. We'll have artillery if they wish to have it for an attack. And this artillery doesn't have to be used. A lot of times it'll just go to waste if you don't have the right combats and everything. So, all right, next one was the boys here, specifically in this area. So they'll have artillery. And, we got a couple more. This is good, definitely good for the... All right, if he gets attacked, he gets artillery. He's the only lone unit from the First Corps left. So that's bad news. Bad luck for the Confederates. This is not a good pull. Just a matter of fact that the Union has this many is a bad omen for the Confederate side. And last but not least, these boys here, if they need artillery, we'll have it available. All right, now for the key. We need a lot of 2nd Division artillery. We got one, it looks like right here, with Rhodes. So there you go. Luck. Rhodes, 2nd Division. And here's the 3 we need. They need to be... sorry about that. They need to be green. And that'd be our grand battery right there without pulling it. Next one. This is the divisional. So this can be used with either Anderson, Heath, or Pender. Divisional artillery. That's what that one means. All right, next. We're getting lucky. Getting lucky. One more. And we'll have all 2nd Division's artillery. We got to see if Johnson's in there. Who's next? Anderson. So 3rd Division's got a double. Anderson and this one here for any of these 3. So there you go. The only thing that really sucks is you can only use 1 artillery per combat. So I guess they don't want to make it a changer. So you can't have 2nd Division and him and you get a +2 modifier. You can't have more than a +1 in any artillery combat. So I don't know if it'd be, but I like to add 2 or 3 of these suckers, a +3 on a combat. All right, well, that takes care of the last one, and it is Pickett. So unfortunately, we didn't get the last one for the Union, but that comes in handy because Pickett's up here. All right, that is that for the artillery is drawn. We won't draw any more artillery. That's all that'll be available only for these formations. 4 formations and 1 division. We got no divisional artillery. Oh, they don't have divisional artillery, do they? Yeah, they don't. We don't have divisional artillery up here, but we do have Hunt's guns. So there you go. We are ready for the next turn. We're going to move this marker over here. We're going from early afternoon to late afternoon. And we get to roll to see if Robert E. Lee is going to have his presence felt on the game with a SCM marker, Special Command marker. Any division? Any division. Okay. So if he succeeds with this roll, we pick a division, and any one of these formations, or every one of these formations in that division gets a +1 on their roll here. So that's what we're waiting for. But you got to get a 1 on the Lee roll. And so far, every time we've rolled, Lee's rolled a 6. Anything but. So he's wanting nothing to do with it. He's out of here. He's out of here. I'm out of here, man. This attack sucks. Get me out of here. All right, let's see what happens. 5. Still no Lee. And that'd be a big plus. So one more turn there, Mr. Lee. You've let your men down for a bunch of turns. That's 16 turns in this game. Wow, no wonder it's taking so long. All right. We're on a new turn. We're ready for a chit draw. Let me make sure we're doing everything right. Artillery. I don't need to shake that because that goes up here. Here. The command ones, the men we will be picking when we come back. making sure everything's all right. One good thing about the dog and dog groomers is kind of like having a dog babysitter. I don't have to worry about him. Oh, yeah, I'm just telling you. Life. All right, we're going to come back and enjoy some of this game. Maybe get it done. Nah, no way we'll get it done today. We should. I mean, 2 or 3 turns in a person's life would be a few hours. If I wasn't on camera, give me an hour and I'd have the game done. But, oh, wait, hold on. Make sure we got everything right. We back. All right, we're going to call it a video real quick just to get one posted. Keep you guys up to date on the fishing and everything. And we come back. Chit draw time. We're going to get on with this game. Last couple turns. Rebels, substantial lead. Can they hang on to it? It's getting real interesting, these last moves. We'll be back.